All right, we got a little quick Powell analysis, right? 2:40 p.m. We got 5 minutes until the 15-minute candle closes. Right here, we're in the imbalance. This imbalance has been playing out a lot recently. We are still in a controlled sell-off into the imbalance, building some volume up in this area. We haven't broken below. We did peak below, and let's see if we even peaked below. Let's fine tune this. Yep, here's the fair. It's an imbalance. It does kind of go a little lower, maybe, but I don't like this area in here where we kind of had a little battle and then a rip. So I like this to be established on the low of the imbalance, right? So we've only peaked below it once. Other than that, we've been holding almost to the tick at the bottom of the imbalance. We do have areas where sellers are trying to hold off. So in the short term, sellers are trying to hold off this area right here. As you can see, sellers tried to hold off, and buyers are now breaking above on at least the 5 minute or a little higher. This was the sell-off area earlier. This was the sell-off area. Uh, so we do have some levels here. These are the levels I'll be watching when I come back on my charts. I'm going to be turning my chart off, turning my PC off. I don't want to trade or even be tempted to trade when Powell is speaking. I'll just watch it on mobile. But if we hold here, we got to break this level, right? Sellers are coming in on this level. This is the short-term level. This is a little bit of a stronger, longer-term level because it was valid here, right? We broke it. Buyers tried, and then we broke back down. So as long as we keep wicking down here, just know that above here is going to be liquidity. Above here is going to be short-term liquidity that might bring price up and then come back down into our imbalance. We do have this area here that is holding. So for now, we know that these shorts, all the shorts from earlier in today, since the open, right? Since the opening drive down, the retracement, we have sellers coming in, right? So all these sellers in this area here are going to be having their stop losses above, right? Stop losses above there. So there's going to be liquidity above there, right? There's going to be liquidity above, and there's liquidity above here. A lot more liquidity above here and stop losses above here. And if that occurs, we have the range that has been playing out, right? And then we have the imbalance above here that is yet to fill. This imbalance still needs to fill. So we have a target up here of 21,280. So I'll be watching 21,280 into end of day, depending if Powell actually pushes the market higher or lower. So I do want to see if that imbalance fills. 21,280 is going to be the level that needs to fill to the upside. To the downside, we just have this imbalance. It has filled. We are building volume in here. Orders are coming through in here. Look to the downside from there. We have a lot of room down. A lot of room down. We have a lot of swings. We have right here at 2860. So we have a lot of liquidity below that we can get filled, right? This is what I'm watching here on a 5 minute and 15 minute time frame. This is what's been keeping me from making any stupid decisions. Zooming in on like a 10,000 tick chart here, this is the imbalance, right? I'm watching the imbalance here. This is going to be an area for buyers. We do slightly, this is not confirmed, but I have this on my chart, connecting the highs and then to the low, right? Because this is a V bottom on a higher time frame. Rollover ranges down here, they're trying to keep us above. So we have, this happens a lot where you'll see the buyers chop it all the way across. Sometimes we chop it all the way across to this area and then we break down or we break above, right? But what I'm looking for, if we do sell off, I'm looking for buyers to make an attempt here at this area. Could be coming down here, but anyways, if we come down and we get more levels of support, like we get potential buyer support here in this buy area, breaking below this will be a trap. So if we break below there and form some sort of setup, I'll be looking for the buyers to try to come in and break back above to continue this higher for the next move. We have yet to actually establish and form any solid measured moves, right? So our move here, this is not the cleanest type of move, right? We do have these slight pullbacks that, if I copy and paste, are kind of equivalent. We have reached it today, right? So that's an equal move. So this technically could be considered a measured move, especially on the third one being this down here, but The internal ones are probably about equal. Yeah, the internal ones are probably about equal, which means this is probably one full move down here. Just not the cleanest action, right? Chopping everybody up. But we do have the range above. Here is the range above that I am watching to see if it holds or breaks, right? If we get back inside of there and we get some buyers, we might, we got profit targets on the midline and above, and then ultimately the 2280 level, which we saw here on the 15-minute chart, that needs to get filled. This imbalance needs to get filled. It will get filled because the market is rigged to the upside. If we break below, don't chase. Wait, be patient, because there's a lot of sellers that are hungry to break below this imbalance. Right? When this imbalance breaks, there's a lot of sellers that are hungry. We could very well break below and immediately wick back up, fill the imbalance, and then continue all the way up. A lot of things are going to be occurring here with Powell, and I say that only because one thing, right? I think we're going to get a move, and I think we're going to get a move because if you look inside of this area, right? We broke below, but we have not got the continuation yet, right? We are flagging very heavy here on the charts. We are flagging, right? This is a nice intermediate trend down, right? So you're going to have breakout traders trying to bring this up if the top of the channel is broken. What I'm getting at when I say we're going to get a move, this is a 10,000 tick chart. That means every single candle on this chart is 10,000 transactions on the NQ December futures contract. So if you count how many transactions are occurring in this level, in this area, that is a lot of transactions. That is a lot of orders either being built up, switch, take profit, maybe going reversing, going the opposite direction. There is a lot of orders built up. When the orders build up and bottle up like that, you tend to get a good move, right? Powell might be that. Powell might be what we have coming for that move, right? It might be what we need. But that being said, I'm turning this off. I'm doing this as a quick little analysis for myself. I'm looking for buys down here. I'm looking for setups, buyers and sellers here. And I'm looking for the 280 to get filled, maybe liquidity sweep below here, because ultimately we do have a great setup, which is the bullish into a trading range, rotate below the range, and then slingshot up, right? So if that's the case, I would like this. If it does slingshot up, I will be using this trend line up here for potential targets to the upside, and then see what happens from there. But anyways, good luck, guys.